guys, it's just GFX here, and in this video I will show you the random settings of me. This is another video of the episode how to use Cinema 4D for Node 360. This will be also posted on my channel, so check it out. So we'll show you just the random settings, and it's really hard raining here. Yesterday it was so warm, and now it's raining. Nice. So let's start off. How to open your render settings is basically something that many people know already. You want to click on render and go to render settings, or click Control B like this, or you can click on this button. Now on general, it's basically already on full render. Always let it on full render. Don't type anything on the animations, don't type anything, and this one you don't want to check. So go to output, and you probably want HD, so that's 1920 by 1080, or you want just this. Wait, this one is 1080p, and this one is 720p. So you see, 720 and 360 by. That's the lower, and then you get this one. That's the 240, so you don't probably just want this one. Oh, this one. Okay, so that's YouTube HD, and it will always be HD if you run your HD. So this one you don't really need to change anything. But over here to frame range, that just depends if you wanna render a picture or a movie. If you want to render like an animation movie, whatever, you need to watch how many keyframes you have, how many frames you have. So let's say you have 90. Over here you see that. You want to get in here 0, and over here 90. If you have like 200 over here, you want to get this one to 200 and 0. So get it back to 90. And if you want just a picture, you just want it to 0 to 0, because you don't need anything for that. So now we're gonna go to save, and this on file you want to click this 3 dots and just choose a location where you want to save it. So let's say I will save it on my desktop and save it as test render settings. So there we go, we saved it. Make sure you check this one, and then everything goes good. On format, this depends if you want to render only your text. If you have just a picture and you don't want the background rendered, so you don't have any floors and only the text, and you only want the text and not like white on the background, you want to render it as a PNG. And if you have like a floor also, and you want to render that also, the floor with the shadows, you want to get JPEG. So PNG then, if you only want that, that's normally. And you want to check alpha channel. When you want to render only the text and not the background, you want to check alpha channel. On movie, it depends if you're on Windows or on Mac. Mac is QuickTime Movie is from Mac, so that's basically from Apple. So that's why Mac has every codec, everything of QuickTime, so they can probably render better in QuickTime. And if you're on Windows, you will probably use AVI Movie, because that's from Microsoft Windows, so you probably want that because Windows uses as a codec for that. So yeah, not much to say more about this. If you want to render the video, if you have an animation and you only want to render the video, you want to get alpha channel and straight channel. And if you want to render something with background, you don't want to check alpha channel. So yeah. Oh, PNG. This two you don't really need to change. This one also not. So now on multi-pass, you don't need to change anything. Don't even check it. On anti-aliasing, you want naturally good shadows like that, so you want to get this on geometric to best. Then the max level needs to be 2 by 2. Or if you have a really good computer that can render really fast, you want to get 4 by 4. Okay, so now we want to add some of the effects. Probably the effects that everybody needs is ambient occlusion and global illumination and sometimes the depth of field. But for this tutorial, we'll only use the ambient occlusion and global illumination for good shadows. On the ambient occlusion, you want to change the maximum ray length to 350 for good quality. Then on contrast, you probably wanted to change it down to 10. Then on global illumination, you want to change it to IR plus QMC still image if you want to render only an image. If you want to render a video, you want to use this one. Then on gamma, you want 2.2. It gives better shadows and make it more realistic. On area dance cache, you want to change this one to low and low. If you want to render, if you have time, you want to get it to medium and medium. And if you have enough time and you can let your PC the whole day on, get it down to high and high. You can always test it around and play around with it. So I will just make really fast some text. I'll make not that big text, otherwise it takes long to render. I'll just make really fast something. So okay, let me search. There you go. No. Why do I have a bad fonts? Leaf. Okay, we want to get the caps pretty fast on, so I can show you what's pretty much around it, and then I can show you what's the difference between everything. Between my render settings and the default. Okay, I will render it and I need to add a line. By the way, if you want to use global illumination, you will need a light. Otherwise it won't work. Because global illumination is something, it's the same. If you, in the night, open up your eyes, do you see something? No. That's because there's no light. Get the light on and you see something. That's the same with this render. Okay? Because this program is really realistic. The 3D text is realistic. The lighting, everything. Mine render goes pretty fast, as you can see. I will go open up Photoshop so I can show you everything. And I will do this pretty fast, so I will be back when the render is done so I can show you it. Okay guys, so my 3D text is done and I want to go open up Photoshop. I mean, you can open up the text. So here it goes. We got a really nice picture with the text. So as you can see, the text looks pretty good with the shadows. We could add over Photoshop something. I'll just do this really fast. Now my opacity is 35, and I don't know why. Where is it? Whatever. Here we go. So as you see, it looks pretty good. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and see you guys later. And make sure you subscribe to Nerds 360 channel, and also subscribe to me, Just the Effects. Peace out.